So this is the second video where I show you exactly how to bend the shoulder rest. Here's the Forte Secondo Wolf shoulder rest, the way you get it when you purchase it. When you open it, you will see that it has two little parts in it. Forgive me, I do this with my teeth normally. So this is how you get it. There's an instruction here, but it doesn't tell you anything about the magic posture. And this is, the relatively flat shape that it comes in. When you receive the shoulder rest without anybody having bent it prior to you receiving it, it looks like this. Very flat with a tiny curve here. And the feet are sort of folded over so that it fits easily into the packaging. First thing, of course, is to put the feet up like this. And that's still not the magic posture. This side here has a thorn with a screw to stabilize the position, so you can pull it in and out depending on the width of the violin, and also depending on how close you want to have the shoulder rest towards your neck. So the narrower the legs are, the closer the shoulder rest will be. So let's say this is the maximum position. You don't want it any wider than this. So if you want the shoulder rest to sit a bit closer to your neck, then you have to make the distance between the feet a little bit shorter so that it clamps well enough so that it doesn't drop off the violin accidentally. The left leg here has a very intelligent setup. You can not only use the screw to make it higher or lower. Just have a look at the big screw, because there's also a very small screw within the big screw, and that's where you can insert these cylinders. They come with the shoulder rest. There's a short one and there's a longer one. Usually the shorter one, if at all, would go onto the side that's the shoulder side, and the longer one would go here where the chest is. Now let's assume that the person that we are dealing with here has an average length neck, or perhaps a bit longer, then this would be the way to go. By the way, if it is a very short neck or average to short neck, then the Wolf Forte Secondo shoulder rest has another function, and that is you can swivel this part upside down and reinsert the screw from the top, and then it will get as low as possible. Now for the moment we don't worry about this possibility. We are just looking at the average too long neck at the moment. So the magic posture needs quite a few different stages in the bending. And the first stage is to locate an area somewhere here. For some kids or for some students, it would be further to the edge than for others. In extreme cases, the bend will be somewhere here, somewhere close to the middle, but in the vast majority of cases you will find that it is best to put the bend as far to the left side as possible. So I will do this now. You have a really courageous bend in there now, which is really the most essential part of it all. But you see how this foot is sticking out now, and it would certainly not hold the violin like this. So what we then have to do is we have to bend the foot back, and what often happens is that one of the rivets here will just pop out. So it's important when you do this to have a downward pressure at the same time as you bend it over to make it functional. So I do this now. I push it down and I bend it over at the same time, quite significantly. This is about 45 degrees that I have bent it. Before it was 90 degrees here, and now it is like this, is about 45 degrees. The second step that I usually do is I will give this side a little bend towards the center as well, just a tiny little bend. It's not essential. You think it will break, but it won't. And then, so that's the second thing. Not the third thing. First, we bend this. Then we push that leg back, so that this is a very sharp angle. And the third thing was that we bend this leg over. Now, we will have to twist the whole shoulder rest just a little bit. I hold it here, on this side, which is my left side. Grab it with the other hand and just twist it ever so slightly so that my right hand is pushing it into a clockwise direction, whereas the other hand is resisting that push. That should be done only slightly, but I found that the shape of the body often requires that. And then the last bit would be to push the right side up a little bit so that this side doesn't push into the chest. So for most people, this would be a very, very good way to bend the shoulder rest. This curve may be too strong for some people, so you just take it off, make it a little bit less sharp, this curve. But this is probably the average type of molding that's necessary to make this really, really comfortable shoulder rest. We have to never forget that it has to go hand in hand with the Tekka chin rest. Here it is. That's the that's the combination of shoulder rest and chin rest. Sits beautifully. There's actually one more step, and then I look across the legs like this and make sure that they're both parallel, that they're parallel to each other, and that's the case now. And then I hold the screw so that it touches the metal plate of the chin rest and tighten it there. I need my glasses. So that's it. The fact that I put the screw on this side will prevent that leg from switching over this way. It can't go far to the other way because that thorn is bent. But now it is sort of pretty stable, and it's parallel. So this is the secret. If you feel that you don't want to do it, I'm happy to do it for you. I hope that has given you a little bit of an idea of what is necessary. Of course, you can buy this from Animato. If I pre-bend it, I will still just charge the normal retail price.